I'm back, guys. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I'm kidding. I am back, guys. Hi, guys. I realized that, and this is actually a follow-up to the What's in My Garden Bag video that I did 6 years ago. Insane. It's been 6 years already. I was a baby in that video, and as you can already tell, I'm grown now. I'm in college. I still do dance. It's just not color guard anymore, but I can still give great insight, and I'm still very well versed in tips and stuff like that. So if you guys have any other questions that you've already dropped in the comments, please feel free to drop those in the comments. I decided it was time that I give you guys an updated video because some of the stuff, now what I know now, didn't know back then, that I can also update you guys on some tips, and also what else I also put in my dance bag when I'm going to perform. Just a disclaimer, this will have a lot of the things that I mentioned in the first video, but I'll also have some tips and also have some do's and don'ts with the products that I did list in the last video. Also, there was a ton of questions and comments that I would love to answer. I'm only gonna answer 3 today because I don't wanna make this video too long, but like I said, if you have any other questions, comments, and I'll be happy to answer them in another video. So let's get started. Okay, so of course, to get started, you have to have a bag to put it in, of course. So I would recommend a very high quality duffel bag. You can also find very sturdy duffel bags for an affordable price. You will be placing this duffel bag on so many different surfaces, whether it's turf, gravel, concrete, and you don't want to have a bag replacement like mid-season. I would say deodorant is such an important thing. Most of you guys watching this are younger girls. We want to make sure that we get in the habit of staying clean. The best thing to do would get, I would say, gel deodorant is so amazing. It doesn't show, and it also gives the same effect as the spray-on deodorant, just without the harmful chemical. Compact makeup, let's get into this. You don't want to bring your Morphe palette or your Laura Mercier powder or Fenty beauty spray in your bag. So that's why I recommend bringing compact, cheaper makeup. e.l.f. Cosmetics has great products that are for cheap, but they're also really good quality. Compact powder, eyeliner, lip gloss, and lipstick. And notice how all of these are all touch-up makeups. So I'm not doing a full face like right before competition starts or right before a performance starts. So therefore, you can have something that you won't really care as much if it gets damaged or if it gets stolen, rather than having like a $30 bronzer in your bag and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's spilled everywhere. Jazz shoes are such a universal staple piece to have with you if you're going on competition or performing. They're really universal. You can wear them for, regular dance, contemporary, lyrical. You can also wear them for color guard because you wear them on the field as well. So I would say jazz shoes is a must. Light lotion. I know in the last video I did mention that you should just have any lotion really, but I would stay away from the Bath and Body Works lotions, the ones that look like these. Or so stick to the hand lotions that you would probably get, just because those are thinner and they also don't leave a sticky residue on your hands like the regular Bath and Body Works lotions do. Because I do highly recommend get light lotion. Baby wipes. I know, again, in the last video, I did say to have makeup wipes, but I did see over the years, makeup wipes didn't do anything for me. Spent a ton of money on makeup wipes that they didn't even help. Baby wipes are the godsend. I would say baby wipes just because they're, one, gentler on the skin. They also take off way more makeup than an actual makeup wipe does, and it doesn't have the harsh chemicals that the makeup wipes does because it's for babies. So, I mean, it's a win-win, honestly. This also goes hand in hand with the blotching wipes. These do really well, even though I have really dry skin. When I wear makeup and when I am sweating, my skin really still does get sticky, as one would imagine. And so the blotching wipes, you can find them anywhere. I would recommend getting a decent quality one just because, you don't want to put anything on your face that's too harsh. Keeps your skin from looking super oily in pictures because, when you're at a performance or at a competition, there are photographers there, so you don't want to be looking oily. Dance tights. So incredibly essential. If your dance costume or your dance outfit requires tights, this is obviously optional, but in the case that you are to bring tights, let me give you a tip. Always bring 2 pairs of tights. You can have a run at any second, and one thing that I know that dance instructors, coaches hate is when one of their dancers have runs in their tights. I know for me, my OCD would not let me go dance with runs in my tights. I've had to do it because I had no other tights to wear. But in the case that you do take my tip, you'd have a second pair of tights. Comfy shoes to change into is so important unless you come already dressed. Some people do, some people don't. So I'm just saying this for people that don't. Having comfy shoes like slides or like Crocs or whatever, having those to be in after you're done performing because you're putting a lot of pressure on your feet. You always want to have comfortable shoes to be able to relax your feet in. This next one is whether or not your dance group has assigned warm-ups, but in the case that you don't, always bring sweatpants. Always bring sweatpants. I know how annoying it is to be in your dance outfit the whole time. So to have your sweatpants to change into is such a relief. Extra lashes. Some people wear lashes and some people don't. But when I was in color guard, we were kind of required to wear lashes. So I would say extra lashes, just like I said, extra tights. You don't know what can happen to your lashes. Lashes fall off all the time. And show makeup really requires lashes because it just adds that oomph to the makeup. I did forget to mention this last video, but I know some of you guys are a little upset that I didn't. But water and a snack. Water is so important. I thought this was a given, but of course some people will forget. Always bring water. It is so important to stay hydrated as young ladies to keep our pH balanced. Also snacks, dry snacks. You don't want to bring, let's say like a yogurt. Try to bring something that's dry fruits or granola bars, dry stuff, just so whatever's inside your bag won't be affected in the case that it does spill. Some of my favorite snacks to bring were fruit snacks, granola bars. I also love to bring chips. And for my advanced girlies, the ones that do extensions with their legs, I would highly recommend an extension band. Basically, you can find them on Amazon. I'll link some in the description as well. Those do really well with stretching. It also helps with, making sure that your extensions are nice and sharp. I do highly recommend a leg band, super compact. It's literally like a gym resistance band, except just longer. So, okay, on to the Q&A portion. Okay, wait. What are some things you learned later on about performing that you didn't know? If you don't condition, it shows. It really shows. If you really skip the habit of making sure that you're in shape before performing, it really shows because you lose your stamina mid-performance and you really can't get it back because you're just not in shape. There's no way to look in shape. It's really the condition of your body. Someone could be super slim and be out of shape. Another thing that I noticed is that facials are so incredibly important. It's not only important to the people that are watching because it allows them to kind of have an interactive experience with your dancing, but it's also so important for you because when you're like popping and you're making sassy faces, it does so much. It elevates your performance to the point where you're like, wait, this is actually fun. Okay, second one is, how often do you forget choreography? More often than I should. I'm doing color guard in high school. Even though I was captain and I was shown the choreography ahead of time sometimes, I still somehow ended up forgetting it. And it's not my ability to dance that made me forget it. But I will tell you most times it's because a lot of the dance movements that I did forget, I merged two different dances that had similar moves. So it caused me to forget, moved on, caught back on and called it a day. What's a tip you can give for us starting color guard? Okay, what's a tip you can give to us for starting color guard? First off, welcome to the club. It is so fun to do color guard. Those 4 years that I did color guard, it was so fun. Take everything with a grain of salt. If you're coming from 7th or 8th grade and you don't really have dance background, which I didn't have much dance background going into it, don't take it as a jab to your personal. Really just take it as a way to grow. Because at the end of the day, the choreography and the performance will move on without you, and it is your job to better yourself for your team as well. Also say that if you're not getting the choreography right away, again, don't beat yourself up because you really just have to find a way to make it your own, but also still following the choreography. I'm guessing a lot of the people watching this are probably gonna be doing halftime shows for football games. Have fun. You're in high school, you're only in high school once, make it fun. I know there's stuff in this video that I did not mention, but if you guys have anything that you guys want to say to your fellow viewers, drop them in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy you guys tuned in. Thank you for staying to the end. You got this far. If you're a 7th or 8th grader that's going in to try out for high school color guard, do not be afraid. It is so fun once you get the hang of it. And I will be dropping a video very soon in regards to skills that you should know before going into tryouts so that, boost your points a little bit going into tryouts. All right, BIZU.